I'm Kitty, and welcome to my 1.18 Minecraft Let's Play. For this series, we're going to be using the Stay True Resource Pack, Optifine with Sora Shaders, and Incendium, which changes the Nether to add new biomes and structures, as well as some vanilla tweaks add-ons. I've listed everything I'm using in this series in the description of the video. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. I'm also not by any means a Minecraft god that knows how to hack the game and learn the best spots, but I'd like to think that I'm more on the decent side. If I really focus on it, I can last several days without dying. But to give myself just a little bit of extra challenge to think, yeah, I know Minecraft, I think I can survive, and decided to set it on hard mode and locked it in. So that way it gives myself a little bit more of a challenge for what I'm working with. But I find it much more enjoyable. I've definitely died from a creeper or two, as well as a spider and a skeleton, and even a zombie at one point, I think. It's given me a lot more of a challenge to learn. I need to change the way my fighting style is, figure out maybe a safer way to do it, and with shaders, it definitely makes it a lot harder to see where I'm going in caves. But regardless, I persevere and I keep trying again and again, despite my shortcomings, and that's making me just a little bit better at the game. My goals for this world are simple. I want to beat the Ender Dragon and the Wither. I've been playing Minecraft since 2013, and I have never defeated either one of them outside of creative mode, just out of curiosity. And every time I play on a single player world, I usually don't have a goal in mind, which causes me to quit early on. But then on servers, I put in so much work with my friends, and only to lose all that work, whether it be an update, or one of us stops paying, or we just lose interest. But this time, it's different. I have micro goals as we go. I want to have a custom village on the island with villagers safely wandering around. I want a grand nether portal that is decorated and ornate, which I've already got a spot in mind. Several farms, whether it be a iron golem farm, a raid farm, an automatic cactus and pumpkin and melon farm, just several of them. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to do yet. I know I definitely want to try my hand at a raid farm, and possibly even an iron golem farm, just because I've never managed to make those before. But we'll see what we have in store. My build style is also very stagnant and boring. I always tend to go for oak planks and spruce, and maybe even some dark oak. And normally I don't challenge myself when it comes to building, and I don't use woods like birch or acacia. But this new resource pack that I've been using for quite a while now, that a friend of mine recommended, adds to where the birch trees have the pink leaves, and it just looks so much better than vanilla Minecraft. So I'm trying to challenge myself by using woods I wouldn't normally use. And I've also have grown to watch many YouTubers online and see their build styles and different techniques. And I just wanted this series to be a challenge to myself to not only use the knowledge of Minecraft I've gained over the years, but also to just push myself outside of my comfort zone that I would have normally never done. With this build style, this is normally how I tend to start a build, is start with the wood, outlining the build, and then filling it in with whatever material I have. But I challenged myself to do the flooring in a crisscross pattern of different birch logs and use the stripped variant. I didn't really like the stripped variants when they first came out, but I thought I'd give it a shot and see if it's something that I liked. And then I also added some wool to add some nice contrast and make the whole build feel light and airy. I didn't want something that felt like you were suffocating. I wanted lots of light to come in, and especially with Optifine, it really brightens up the whole room. And I also get to be very indecisive. And my build style is not planned. I don't plan most of my builds. I just kind of think, this is generally what I want to do, and then I just go for it. It definitely makes it a lot harder when trying to come up with a build and say, oh yeah, this is what I use, this is how it goes, and I've got everything planned, and it just... I find that I don't like it as much if I plan everything out and try to follow it to a T. I tend to shine more when I'm just working and ebbing with the flow and modifying it to either it being the landscape or the scenery or just the aesthetic. I want it to each building I make be unique. It'll still look the same, but it'll definitely have its own unique style and flair. And that's definitely the story I want to tell, is not everything is going to be cookie cutter. I typically hate those houses that all look exactly the same. I like them to have a little bit of uniqueness and style to their own. Maybe one side is just a little bit lopsided. Maybe this side had a creeper explosion and I happened to change it to fit with the story. I want each and every home to have its own story to it and experience. And sometimes it's just to make it look a little bit pretty. For the palette for the houses, I do kind of have an idea in mind for what I want to do for each house. So for my starter house, I had wanted to use some easy blocks that you could get very easily in the beginning of the game. I went with oak and birch, wool, and granite to kind of give it more of a warm feeling, like a cabin in the woods. Later on, when I get the resources, I want to make houses that are using copper and warped wood, crimson and purpur, and acacia and non-oxidized copper. for the different roofs. I haven't decided what I'm going to use for the walls. I'm thinking I'm just going to keep it in the same style, but have all the houses be different roof colors, so when you look at it on a map, you see the blobs of different colors throughout. I'm also going for a slightly more overgrown vibe, to where the plants are reclaiming some of the houses. You know, it feels like they've been here for a long time and that it's one with nature. Thank you so much for joining me on my first episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If this is your first time meeting me, it's nice to meet you. I hope to see you again. I will be streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/kittymeowmeowcat. You can also follow me on media. It should be somewhere on the video here for Instagram. I tend to have more of my artwork listed there. I don't use Twitter as often, but it is there. I will probably start posting on there the more as videos come out, so you'll find alerts there that'll let you know when my next video is. With that out of the way, you guys have a great day. Bye!